This is a Fox 5 News special report.
Good evening. I'm Audrey Puente with greetings on behalf of the Latino Center on Aging. This broadcast is especially significant this year, as LCA is hosting its 16th Golden Age Awards presentation. Yes, LCA, the Latino Center on Aging, is formerly known as the Latino Gerontological Center. The LCA has changed its name to something more easily understood and pronounced. And while LCA has a new look and new name, the commitment is still the same. This past May, the U.S. Census Bureau reported that the Hispanic population in the United States has grown to over 45.5 million people. Hispanics constitute the largest minority group, with African Americans second at 40.7 million. Included in this figure is a quickly growing population of seniors. In New York City alone, the Hispanic elderly population over 60 years of age is more than 320,000. The growing Hispanic population comprises an increasing number of seniors with a variety of special needs that are currently left unmet or insufficiently addressed. More specifically, the majority of Hispanic seniors are in critical situations because they lack access to services that many of them don't even know exist. It is often more common than not to see the Latino elderly living in isolation and poverty and in dire need of social service assistance. The Latino Center on Aging was established in 1991 to bridge that gap. Through its educational programs, trainings, technical assistance, advocacy efforts, and dissemination of information to both Spanish and English-speaking media, the LCA has been helping seniors, providing them with a strong voice over the last 17 years.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Last year's Golden Age Awards presentation was covered by Telemundo, a national Spanish-speaking television network. LCA's most recent activities include organizing a series of community education seminars to educate seniors, face-to-face on their own turf, in their own neighborhoods on various topics concerning their everyday lives, such as Alzheimer's disease, osteoporosis, positive aging, financial planning, and depression. LCA partnered with other agencies to provide bilingual HIV and AIDS training for staff and senior leaders in elderly housing facilities in highly Latino-populated areas. This was made possible thanks to generous funding by the New York City Council. So far, LCA has provided 40 trainings throughout the city. LCA provided hundreds of seniors with a traditional Thanksgiving dinner at locations all over New York City and in Paterson, New Jersey, Orlando, Florida, and Washington, D.C. Its last Thanksgiving activity was covered by Univision 41 and Fox 5. LCA's Media Advocacy Initiative has educated over 82 million people on matters related to the Latino elderly through newspapers, radio, and TV.
Mario, buenos días.
Recognizing the reach of the media, LCA is working to inform seniors on innovative programs for the elderly. Just last month, LCA, through Univision 41, aired a segment about classes for seniors on how to use computers and how to access the internet. The response was overwhelming. Finally, the LCA asked Hiram Colon to compose a song based on the painting We Are You by Duda Penteado. The painting and the song were featured on Fox 5's Good Day New York right before the 4th of July. The goal is to show that Latinos are an integral and growing population of the United States. In 30 years, Hispanics will more than double their share of the population from 14 to 29%. By the year 2010, the disposable income controlled by U.S. Latinos will reach $1 trillion. Thank you for your continued support for the work of the Latino Center on Aging. The first decade of the 21st century finds us with an extraordinary challenge to respond to the increase in the number of Latinos that are 60 years of age or older in New York City, as well as in the Americas as a whole, which will grow threefold over the next 25 years. As you can see, your support is reaching a growing number of people, thus reaching the roots of our increasingly active and dynamic Latino community. Tonight, we celebrate our 16th Golden Age Awards presentation, an event that started on June 15, 1993 at Lincoln Center. The LCA would like to express its appreciation to each one attending this event for your generosity, vision, and wisdom, as well as your care and compassion for a fellow human in vulnerable and frail times. As we approach the ending of our report, we remind you to tune in year-round at www.girolatino.org to see this broadcast as well as other happenings of the center. Gracias y buenas noches.
This has been a Fox 5 News special report.